Alright. Hello, today we're going to be putting together our Lynx FPV Innovations Spider 65 frame with our NewBeeDrone Gold motors. It should fit very nicely. We haven't done any of this yet though, so hopefully it all works. We have a BeeCore F3 EVO flight controller on there. And we're hooking it up with FlySky to our Turnigy Evolution radio. Alright, so here we go. We haven't done any of it yet. We have a little bit of a diagram showing, if you want to look at this to see where you hook up your motors and everything. We have our white and black on these guys and our red and blue in these corners. This is the front, this is the back. The back's facing me. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. So I guess I'm just going to grab the motor. These here I've already put in and taken out a few times. They're very difficult, the housing. But that's going to go, the wide side goes to the outside, and there's little holes in here that these fit into very difficultly. So we'll see how it fits with the motor in there too, if it even does. Online, the reviews, there's a lot of complaints about this exact thing. They're little screws, and that the frame is hard to work with. It seems like it's in there pretty good. So these are really hard to push in. I have tried to just start on one side and work my way across. It might be easier to do this without your flight controller in there. I was excited. I'm going to start it a little bit each and then try to squish them down all the way. It's not too bad. To get them apart is a little difficult as well. I try to get inside here with a pair of tweezers or something and pry it open. I'm worried about how this frame's going to hold up, so I'll just keep going around here and putting these in. So eventually we're going to have to come back and do something with these wires, tie them up. I've seen people use electrical tape, and it looks like there might be a little bit of a hook right here that you can kind of get it into in the frame. But I'll figure that out. I might use a little bit of electrical tape or duct tape or something. This is actually going together pretty easy. Taking it apart is definitely a lot worse than putting it together, but the first time I put this together was a little more difficult than now, so maybe over time the frame becomes a little easier to work with. Alright, so now that it's all together, the plugs should just be closest one to your motor. Now this has already been, I've already had this flight controller hooked up on another drone, so it's all set up to go. We're not going to go through any of that. It's just assembling. I'm just going to tuck these wires in here for now. See how that holds. Alright, so that doesn't seem too bad. I'll probably go in and tuck these in a little bit better later on, but go ahead and throw the props on. And there we go. It's a very sharp looking frame. Seems pretty sturdy. We'll see how it holds up. I'll show you what I did with my camera here. So I'm not quite ready for the camera yet. I haven't gotten everything in, but I put a little bit of liquid electrical tape in there to kind of hold that. It seems to be holding pretty well. And then this, eventually I'll just screw down here and have these. But a problem I've run into, and this is probably just the camera I've picked, but this little piece here, it came to work like a canopy, almost fits, but it doesn't quite reach down to the holes there. So I'm gonna have to do something with that, but I'm still really satisfied with it. I think those are small things I can adjust. I also, so when we originally got this, I had these little tiny screws in here underneath coming up through, and then it had these pegs, and the system, I mean the flight controller fit nice in there, but there was really no way to hold it down. So I took these out and I added these little rubber stoppers and this larger screw, which seems to work a little bit nicer. And it's really secure now, so this is definitely something that you can play with on your own and figure out what works best for you. Maybe you can figure out the system that was already there better than I can. Maybe it's just the flight controller I have. Thanks for watching.